All right, all right, all right. What's up, Matt? I almost fell asleep listening to that intro. That is a minute long of just, I don't even know what that is. Is that
Yeah,
elevator music? Would you call it that?
we got to change. I asked Kyle just bets if he can make us one, and since I'm not paying him, he's taking a sweet old time or whatever.
It takes time. It takes time. It
We'll get
happens.
there.
Dude. All right. Anyways, I'm not feeling great, but to be honest with you, there was no chance I was missing today's show because we are going to talk about the March Madness ProphetX March Madness bracket. Are you fired up, dude?
Dude, I am ecstatic. No, I'm not only fired up for actual March Madness, but this is fun. This is cool. Honestly, I hope I go far because I haven't watched. I just started paying attention to college basketball about a week ago. But you know what? You do your research, and I'm caught up. It is what it is. I think it's better to not watch because I don't fall in love with teams that are just going to disappoint me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Be honest, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
No. All right, here's what it is. All right, the ProphetX March Madness bracket tournament, there it is. They're going to give away $25,000 in profit cash, all right? We've got 64 cappers, I guess, what we're going to do is we're going to compete in a March Madness style bracket, okay? For the round of 64, everybody that wins gets 100. What's up, Mikey P? Mr. MC's in here. God damn, we got a couple old school people. The Sweet 16, for every win, you get $500. The Elite 8, Matty, $1,000 in profit cash.
That's pretty dope.
Yep, dude, the Final Four, $1,500. And whoever wins gets $7,500. The biggest loser gets 100, and it's split amongst the losers. Not sure what that means, but it's $100 more. Just saying. And since you don't know what it means, that means you could just win it out of nowhere and not even know it because you never even knew what it meant. You know
Absolutely. And honestly, if you ain't first, you're last. This time, last pays. So, I mean, hey.
Yep.
Who knows?
I still don't know. So if you get beat the worst, whatever. Again, $100 might just show up, dude. You wouldn't even know. All right. Here's the thing, though. Before we're gonna unveil the brackets. All right, we're gonna go region by region. I got some talking points for some of these. Some of these guys don't know who they are. It's gonna be cool though because we get to meet new friends, which is always fun. Meeting new friends is always good. Well, sometimes. Here are the rules, though. Okay. Each contestant is going to post all their slips publicly on social media for verification. That is actually very smart. That way everybody can just see it. And then everyone can tail it too if they want. Okay? So both make and take orders are fair game. The slips must be for at least $10 in profit cash. I think we're all good with that. Each slip will count as a 1-unit play for the purpose of the contest. So it doesn't matter if you bet 100 on it or one guy bet 10. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's 1 unit. Whoever wins the most or loses the least units advances. Basically Thunderdome rules. Okay. For round 1, it's going to be 6 picks. For round 2, it's going to be 5 picks. For the Sweet 16, it's going to be 4 picks. The Elite 8, 3 picks. Final 4, there's only 2. And for the national title, the Natty, 1 pick. So I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I think I'm probably going to go plus money bangers. I mean, not to give too much of my strategy away, but when it comes to like the deeper you get into this thing, you know what I mean? Like you're going to need to pick up units. So I might just do all plus money bangers and just get all kinds of crazy. I don't know yet. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I think, if you like a dog, obviously if you like them to win, you don't go like plus 6.5. You just put a fat, unit on the money line. Because if you get a plus 200, plus 250, and you cash that sucker, you're probably sitting pretty. I think that's what you got to do. And you don't want to win. You don't want to win doing like, I just lost less. Like I lost 2 units and I won. You want to win because you're up. And I think there's something to that, So
yeah, I'll lose 6 units, bro. Round 1, I don't care. I'll chase it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't 100%. Care. I'm going for the throat. So whoever I'm playing, take note of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm showing up, and then watch. I'll just show up with a bunch of minus 110 wins and just hope that they just try and shoot the moon and miss every time. All right. So here's the thing. Everybody's been waiting to see who they're going to play, where they're going to be ranked, blah, 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 blah. Let's just show them. Do you have the full bracket?
I have the full. You
Let's
ready
show
to
'em
see it in all of its glory?
And this is my favorite part. Nobody can see exactly where they are. So what we're going to do, the smartest thing we can do right now, let's see what do you got first? The South region?
South is where the best players are.
Yeah, I was about to say, I knew you were going to go South first, you selfish son of a bitch. Because guess what? Your name is first on there.
100%.
First, we got Matty Chucks taking on Billy Betts. He is an AI agent. Billy was created by some of the smartest minds in the blockchain and sports picking spaces, and he's looking for a shot to take down one of the biggest names in this tournament. What do you think about that?
Honestly, off the rip, the ProphetX team, I feel like they did me dirty with that talking point, with that narrative right there, because they just said, I'm a guy, but they just said this guy was created by one of the smartest minds. That doesn't seem fair. I'm still going to beat him, but it just sounds, I'm just a guy, but it sounds like Billy Betts
is more of an AI guy.
His profile picture is like a who's that Pokemon guy. I don't know what he looks like. It's not going to matter because he's not going to go to the round of 32, but I will say it's nice to meet him. I don't know if he talks or not at all, but it'll be nice to have a good time. I think I'm good, but it'll be exciting.
Okay, we've talked enough about yours. Let's go. The next one's the 8-9 matchup. It's going to be between the Bet Cave and Green Means Go. GMG, I believe he's in here already. Nice work, bro. Welcome. You're an 8 seed. That's awesome. Picks, and I have no idea. Impedi?
Pick'em Petey.
Pick'em Petey. Okay, Pick'em Petey. Nice. Yeah. Versus just Alex. I like just the simple first name there. Like, we don't need to dive too far into it. Pick'em Petey has been all over the timeline over the past 24 hours, going after tons of personalities in this space. That's always fun. It sounds like is he an elf guy? Like in those spaces like or no?
I don't know.
He'll have a chance to put his money where his mouth is against Alex, who runs one of the largest Discords in the market. Again, so we should just know that Alex is he doesn't need a last name. It's just Alex. I like it.
Simple as that.
The next one, the 4-12, it's going to be Greg Jones versus winning lineups. People are saying Greg Jones should take this because he won the Circus Survivor in 2023. I will push back on that a little bit and say that's football. This is actually basketball. So a little different. But
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm happy that he won. I'm happy that he's in this. And he sounds like an awesome guy.
He sounds like he could be AI too. Greg Jones sounds a little too fake name-ish for me, but if it is, that's awesome.
Kind of like Mike Jones, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, the 6-11, Bring the Juice pod? I don't know. Is that a Q?
Bring the Juice pod. Maybe it's Bring the Juice play of the day. Is that what he's trying to do?
Possibly. Versus Be Better. I like that.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, that's a little clever. Now, the next one, 3 versus 14, Jafar versus Josh's Reeds. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to push back on Jafar's seeding a little bit. Jafar's not a 3 seed. That's bullshit. He is definitely at least on the 2 line.
Dude, I got screwed in this bracket. Having JR at the 3 feels disrespectful. I'm gonna have a talk with the committee here.
Yeah, after. that is wild. Jafar is but not a 3 seed.
I love him. It's gonna suck to beat him to go to the Final Four, but that just seems like I got a little bias going against me over there.
Well, Jafar and Josh Reeds, they get to go at it again after taking each other on during the tail wagging bets contest. Jafar came on top back then, but Josh is going to get his chance at revenge, which is always nice. Revenge is very fun to get on people. 7 versus 10. Well-rounded better versus Blizzy Betts. I do not know who either one of those two are, but both of them look very fun. Well-rounded better, definitely sounds like a well-rounded Betts. That's good. And then Blizzy Betts, honestly, that's a fun name. You know?
I agree.
Rounding out this one is the 2 and 15. It's the, let's say, Brad Kraut versus just Courtney. So that's
Brad Prout's brother, Sour. I'm a big fan of. Not gonna lie.
Okay, well, Brad Crowd is a new ProphetX partner, and he gets to join the show by taking on Court Sports. Oh, I think that changed. Oh no, Court Sports of Better Babes and OnlyFans fame. Is this so? Courtney is Court Sports probably,
I think so.
and Courtney isn't. I hope is a girl because she's an OnlyFans person. I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna check that out either way, but especially if it was a dude. No offense. No offense. Yep, no offense. There's a message from ProphetX himself, and he just wants you to be happy with your 1 seed, Matty.
We all want things. All right. We
Yep.
all want things. Let's take a step back. What are your thoughts on the South region there? Who do you think's gonna come out on top? You don't have to pick me. How about everyone but me? You could pick.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. Jafar is going to dog walk somebody. Watch, Jafar's very good. He's very good. I like him because he's a price guy. He doesn't fall into the trap of what's your record. Every time he comes on the Thunderdome, he comes.
I'm a big fan of his because he talks his talk and he stands on business. And he's not afraid to have a conversation, and show you why you're wrong. So I respect that.
Yeah. And even if you are right and he is wrong, he will still not believe you.
100%.
Which is cool. Which I like that. Yeah, winning lineups. You actually did get the 13th seed and C-Rod. Yeah, I felt the same way, but like I said, I'm a team guy, so out of shape slop was in the picture, and it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Let's move on to the
Midwest.
Oh, we're going Midwest.
It's the same side.
I do have. Okay. Oh, I'm up there. I'm a 1 seed. I got Himas Betts.
H-Mass Bets? I don't know.
I have no idea. I would say I'd throw an I in there and go Himas Betts. Even though I don't know if that means anything, but it looks like it's High Slop versus H-Mass, one of the best pickers in the world versus one of the biggest volume players in the world. Who is going to win out? I got to be honest with you. I know what I'm doing. I already have my formula. I have my game plan ready. I'm moving on. There's not going to be a 16 beating a 1 on this side. Let's just move on to Sir Loxalot versus Plus Boost. Is that what that says?
Plus Boost, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so that is a 9 versus 8, and I'll be honest with you. Plus Boost is famous for his promos and his boost, but can he win a straight pick'em contest? That's a great question. I gotta be honest with you, we don't know the answer, but we will at some point because he's in one right now. Literally, we're about to have one that starts Thursday, so we'll find out.
I think by name, Sir Loxalot is a Cinderella. It's not. I wouldn't say 9's a Cinderella, but that's a very clever name. So for points on the name, he's it just sounds like the team that can make a run. So I'm gonna put my money on Sir Loxalot there.
I like it. Next, we're going to go with the 5-12 matchup. Ghostum plays versus Ben. Just Ben.
Ben should have probably played Alex.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just Ben. I had a good friend of mine growing up named Ben, and he just was called Ben. And I don't know. He pissed himself one time when we were out drinking, and that was weird. But that's the only thing I really remember about him. But shout out Ben if you're watching. That might be the same Ben. I don't know. Could be the same guy. Yeah, I don't know a lot about those two. We're about to find out about them, though. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to follow every one of these people that are in this. And if I win...
Send them all the same message.
And if I win, I'm going to talk trash to them. And if I lose, then I'm just not even going to say anything.
Just block them.
Yeah, then block everybody. No, but... Yeah, no, I kind of... It reminds me that I don't know enough people in the space anymore. I feel like I've lost touch.
Yeah, well, people have kind of faded. I feel like the people 3 years ago, and 80% of them are gone. So now it's just newer guys.
Gambling. Yeah,
I'm not on as much like in the scene to really pay attention to everyone coming up. So sorry if I don't know or I'm not familiar with your game, but
we will be. All right. Again, not feeling good. Sorry about my voice. I had to like snort just now. Dude, guys, I'm struggling here. But again, toughen it out. I'm gonna make it to the end of this thing. I already had a Celsius. I'm fine. 4 versus 13. Blitzer Sports versus Closing Dime. I think I know Blitzer Sports, and I think I like him. So
I think, yeah, he's a big lotto guy, I think, from
that's
he's
why I
come
like
across.
him. That's probably how I know him.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that say? Is that a 6'11"?
6'11", even Steven.
Even Steven, great name there versus Krusty K's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird name for a capper, but I'll be honest with you. Sometimes the weird name guys are the ones you want to follow. You know what I mean? Like they might know more. Krusty K's, though, kind of, I don't know. I kind of like Even Steven.
Krusty K sounds familiar. I don't know if he's in Gold Boys Discord or not. He probably is. I think that's
really?
I think that's what I know him from. His name sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah, I'm a big Gold Boys guy. Shout out JD. The 3 versus 14 matchup. JV plays versus and Ditter bets.
Onder?
There's 3 D's in there. That's not really allowed unless we're talking about something else. So that's all I'm saying. JV plays, though, definitely sounds junior varsity, which is not a great look. Still, I don't have problems with the JV guys. I was friends with them, even though I was more of a varsity guy. It was still fine. No big deal. The 7-10 matchup, the great Connor Allen versus B Moore plus EV. I like the name B Moore plus EV, but I will never root for anybody unless it's me, you, or another one of my friends against Connor Allen. Here's the thing about Connor, though. Connor is an NFL guy, okay? NFL guy. And I don't know how he does in the college basketball. Connor, if you're in here, I have no clue how you're going to compete because you are just a football guy. Everybody knows that. You go deeper than anyone else. No, Matty, you laugh. Connor will bet the draft.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like he knows.
He's
like,
a football
guys coming
guy.
up. Yeah, he is a football guy. Whenever we're breaking down, like I don't even know, like football. It is what defense this team's running, what percentage. He knows the backup safety on the other team. Do you know what I mean? Like it ain't what we do.
My question is, how are all these guys' actual names fake names? Okay. Connor Allen, you sound like a smart guy. I just checked out your page. I just gave you a follow. A lot of my friends follow you, but like we've seen the most generic names in here, just on like name basis. Like I feel like Greg Jones is coming up next. Like I don't know if these people are putting fake names in or not. Should I have done that? I'm really confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say we keep going. The 2-15 matchup, Zach Roberts versus Coach T. I have Coach T Posey in my notes. They used to host a podcast together and now have an opportunity to have bragging rights over each other. I do like the fact that they do have that they play each other. They used to have a podcast together, which they probably won't after this contest because it's going to be one guy just talking shit to the other guy about how he beat him. But whatever, it's fine. Clearly, yeah, Edward, I think you're right, Edward. Like a lot of burners showing up.
Clearly,
burners are people too. It's just they're not the real names of the people.
I will say clearly ProphetX thinks one of them is better than the other one, giving one a 2 seed, one a 15 seed. So we'll let them handle that.
Yeah. But I'll be honest with you. I think we should, I think ProphetX already dissed the shit out of Coach T by giving him a 15. So we'll let them take it up. I didn't do that, guys. ProphetX did. And to be honest with you, ProphetX is probably smarter about this than me. So you probably did deserve it, Coach T. No offense.
Yeah. No, I feel like this is a pretty nice little bracket. I think the 1 seed is warranted, but I think you got some sleepers in here to worry about, Slop. Should we go forward to the East?
Let's go East. Hang on. Let me get my talking notes up. I don't have readers on, so I can't really see, which is great. Go ahead. Oh, the East region. We've got the coach, the 116, the coach versus Chris Bassett. I saw the Bassett guy talking on the internet. I think I followed him. I don't think he was very happy with being a 16, but Coach takes his skills from the WWE ring and PFL Octagon into the ProphetX world against Chris Bassett, chef extraordinaire and Real Housewives of Potomac husband. I don't know. I'm not a big wrestling guy, so I'll take their word for it on the coach. And Chris Bassett, I kind of wish I was a chef. Like, I always wanted to be a chef. You know what I mean? I thought those guys were awesome when they could just, like, you know what it did it for me? Like, when you see him grabbing a giant fish, right, and just cutting it and just filleting it, I always thought that was awesome.
I will say, Coach, if this is the Jonathan Coachman, when I was younger, you're not a big WWE guy, but there was a thing called DX, and that was Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And I'm pretty sure they spray painted DX on his butt cheek. So I have seen this guy's bare cheeks before. If it is the same guy, that's got to mean something in this tournament. So 1 seed probably warranted. Nice.
All right, so let's go with the 9-8 next. The Juice Room versus mid-major group of 5, Matt. And that's, I think, if you're going to have a single name, I think you need to have stuff in front of it like that. So shout out Matt. Juice Room. All right. You know, it's the Juice Room. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but I'm in. Anything?
No, the Juice Room kind of weirded me out. I don't know what goes on in there. What kind of juice is it? Let's skip on to the next one.
This one, the 5-12. Brett Feinsod versus Man of the Library. Brett and Man of the Library get to continue the biggest rivalry in our space. We hope that they decide to box each other soon, but we'll take this to start. This all started on the Elf Spaces. Okay, that helps me because I was like, I have no idea. But yes, if they're Elf guys, those spaces are wild. Shout out Elf. It looks like he's in this bracket. We'll get to him in a second. You have created an even more toxic environment than what was before, which shout out to you for that. I kind of like the toxicity, to be honest with you. One of my favorite songs of all time is Toxicity from System of a Down.
Great song.
That is an absolute jam. It used to be my walk-up song in softball when we had walk-up songs. So, yeah, I'm in. I'm locked in.
I love that. I have seen this guy, Man of the Library, talk. The guy Brett seems cool. I think he's I've tuned in one of these spaces. Man of the Library sounds like he's got a couple screws loose, and that makes a dangerous competitor for these type of tournaments. So could be a common 12-5 upset here, but we're gonna have to wait and find out.
Yep. All right, let's go to the next one. 4 versus 12. Greek Locks versus Liam's Best Bets. Another generic name. Liam's Best Bets. I mean, it's what it is, but Greek Locks, I mean, that's cool too. You guys got locks. He's a 4 seed, so he does have respect in this game. I'd say let's move on to the 6-11. I have no idea what that says. What's that say?
I feel like I'm going to sound like a dumbass trying to read that like it's supposed to sound. I think this is the guy who tweets that he's putting like thousands of dollars on LeBron James to score 10+ points. I think it's that guy.
Okay, and he's going against the 11 seed Cat. Could that be Big Cat?
I think they would say Big Cat.
Yeah, for marketing purposes, I do believe if it was
Big I also Cat, think he wouldn't be an 11 seed, so this could be just a cat. If that's the case and you're worse than an 11 seed, you got totally dissed by the guys in the committee. But I will say Liam's best at 13. I just followed him a couple days ago, I think. He knows his college basketball, so that is a dangerous 13 seed, I will say.
Okay. We have confirmation that is indeed not Big Cat, just a cat. Here's the thing, though. I don't know if we can be sure. We don't. I mean, technically, unless you've met this guy in person, we don't know.
That's a good point.
All right, the next one, 3 versus 14. Jeff Nadeau, 3 versus Elf at 14. A 3 seed seems ridiculously high. Jeff Nadeau is another popular rivalry from the Elf space as the hosts go up against each other. Elf admittedly doesn't know anything about college basketball, and Nadeau claims to be an expert. Yeah, we could probably leave that one alone. I think Elf's
a smart guy, though. He'll play the price game.
Yes, I would never, ever, ever count that kid out.
He's going to play the price game. He he's gonna make some smart plays for sure.
I was following him before he even hit 1,000 followers. He was using the company I used to work for, their software to ARB, and he was doing live ARBs. And dude, the kid was raking, like just killing it, just making money hand over fist doing live ARBs and streaming it. Which, if you've ever done live ARBs before, it's extremely difficult. I mean, extremely.
You have to time it.
You gotta be so fast. You have to have it set up perfectly. This kid's ARBing or live streaming this at the same time. One of the smartest people probably in this space. So I don't know, man. I don't know how he's a 14. I guess his just general lack of knowledge at all about sports probably helps with that. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you could probably put into in that same category. All right, so data-based bets is a 7 seed. They're going against Bisco Bets EV. Do I have that right?
That's what it looks like to me.
I think it's the lack of spacing and not saying anything about anybody. I'm just saying that there's not a lot of spaces there. So it appears to be one word, even though it is not one word. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the 7-10 matchup. And then we'll get to about the end of this one. Boomer's Bets, a 2 seed versus the Betting Queen, a 15 seed. Boomer's Bets. He is a fade machine. He gets to go up against someone he has faded on Twitter for years, Betting Queen. She has her chance to finally shut him up by defeating him. I'll be honest with you. I think I know Betting Queen. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't think she's beaten Boomer's Bets. I follow that kid, not an idiot.
No, he
not that like you'd have to be an if I'm saying like that he's a smart guy.
No, I agree. I think you're spot on with that analysis there.
Yeah, so I think he's moving on, just like we are to the final region, I believe, right? The last one, the West region. Wow. Oh, right away we got the top cheddar. Okay, I like top cheddar. All right, the 1 versus 16. Top cheddar is admittedly a hockey and basketball guy, but he should be able to take out Bats. What does that say? Bats TV. It's in my notes. I have it as something else. It's just Bats on the screen, so that's what I'm talking about. He should be able to take out Bats, famous for his video gaming videos on TikTok and Instagram. Interesting. We have a guy who's a video game player and not actually a sports bettor in this. That's sweet. So nice work on the draw there, Top Cheddar. Nice work.
Are we sure Top Cheddar's a 1 seed? I mean, for Top Cheddar to get a 1 seed in JFAR 3 feels like a little wild. Top Cheddar, I love you. We both have season tickets to the Devils. I see him a lot. We know each other in person. But he ain't a college basketball guy either. So this is a little odd.
Okay. And he gets to take on a gamer, though.
That's true.
We got Cats and Bats. I like it. Do we have any? Whoa. We had no notes for Lindquist, huh? So I like this guy.
You know this guy?
Yeah, we don't. All right, so the 9-8 seed, Eric Lindquist versus Clay Alter. If you don't follow Eric, you should. Lindy, I believe, is what we call him on the streets. I like him. He's an NBA guy, though. I'm pretty sure. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I do not think he is a college basketball guy, which probably led to his 9th seed. But if he's anywhere close to as good as he is at NBA, he should be fine. This Clay Alter guy, I don't know who he is, though. So there is that, Clay. Not a diss to you. I'm just saying. I don't know. We're going to get very much familiar with your game, though, because this contest starts in a couple days. Who's next? Sports Injury Central versus Dan Abrams. I do think I have notes for this. Yes, I do. Sports Injury Central and Dr. Chow, the NFL injury doctor team, get to go up against Dan Abrams, one of the brightest minds in the industry, who just released his latest book, But How Much Did You Lose? All right, so here's the thing. I think these seeds should be flipped. You can't say Sports Injury Central, NFL, Dr. Chow, and then say brightest minds in the industry, Dan Abrams, and then have one be the 5 and one be the 12 in a college basketball pick'em. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Because one guy you said NFL, and the other guy you said brightest mind in the industry. The guy's writing books. Have you ever written a book?
No.
If I wrote one, it would be in crayon. You know what I mean? So I think we flip this. we go Dan 5 and sports injury 12. And that's no offense to you, Dr. Chow. I like you. So don't hate me for that. But like I said, dude, the guy wrote a book. I mean, he wrote a book. You know how hard that is? I always thought you had to be kind of weird to write a book, to be honest with you. Because, like, that's how hard it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, the discipline that goes into writing an actual book. Because this wasn't, like, a short book. You know what I mean? This books are long.
It wasn't a picture book.
I don't even read books just because of how long they are.
Yeah.
All right, next one, 6 versus 11, MJ versus Steak F. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea who that is. MJ, I do like how he did MJ. I used to have a friend, it was EMJAY, which I thought was a more clever way to say MJ, just because obviously Michael Jordan kind of stole just the M and the J. So if you wanted to go with MJ, you gotta get creative. I'm not sure where they're going with Steak F, though, so we'll see. Next, the 3 and 14, the Daily Hitman versus Green Screen Bets. Do you have anything to add there?
The Daily Hitman, I think he got kind of famous for fading Trent and just putting thousands of dollars fading Trent.
That's him?
I think that's him. Don't know what else he can do, but you got to be a smart guy to fade Trent. So I like where his head's at.
Okay. And Green Screen, do we have any information on him?
No idea. But that could be a good thing in these tournaments.
Okay. Next up, we got Jeff Rosa, the 7th seed, against, did I say Shady Beeve? It just says Beeve on the screen, but in my notes, I've got Shady Beeve, which leads me to believe that he might be a little bit shady. Is he shady?
He actually just had that fun markets up for the basketball game, and he dogged my boy DGen Weekly.
Okay.
And hooper to hooper, Shady Beef can hoop. My boy DGen, from 5 seconds of watching the live stream, can definitely not hoop. So it was a pretty big blowout. But
so does that mean that Shady Beef might not be able to hoop and that your boy just sucked?
No, because I watched it. Hooper to hooper, he can hoop. He's got some stuff in his bag. And I don't know much about Jeff Rosa, but I like what I saw from Beeve there. Okay.
Well, I mean, this is the Ramble Now boys, and they get to face off to prove who's better at picking NCAA basketball. If Beef can ball, then I would probably give the nod to him, but we'll see. I don't know, like how good that. I every time I hear someone can ball and they played someone that sucked, you know what I mean? It kind of makes you wonder. But can he dunk?
I didn't see him dunk, but he looked like he was 6'2". He made my boy DGen look like he was 4'11". So I don't really know if it was just the camera.
How tall is
DGen? What?
How tall is DGen?
He looked like he was he's probably 5'7", if I had to guess, 5'6".
Oh, well then, dude. So
I'm just saying, like, it wasn't good competition. No offense, DGen, still love you. But you could tell he wasn't even trying. You know what I mean?
And they streamed it.
They streamed it, yeah.
What kind? I need to see a link, because if we ever do one of these basketball games, I need to be able to scout some of these players, and I have a feeling you're going to invite Shady Beeve, and you're going to try and put him on your team.
I would love that. I asked Alex Caruso if we could do a big tournament, big game. He said he didn't want to be a captain, so he said he'd play. I'm going to have to find another captain. I think Trent's my next guy I'm going to add.
I talked to Alex. He's not captain, I tell you. He's going to be down low. He'll grab you some rebounds. I'd say he's kind of like a cat that can't shoot. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's like Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, he's like Ostertag.
Yeah,
you know
okay,
I mean?
gotcha.
Like, he'll do some work down low for you, but I mean, I'm not covering him. But if he wants to come out near the perimeter, I'll show him how to play. But all right, let's finish this out. The final matchup. Oh, is that Austin?
Austin should have been in here, man.
Yeah, where are you, Austin? Austin wants to play. I heard, is he good?
Austin, listen, I've met Austin in person, haven't balled with him, but he's an athletic guy.
How tall is he?
He's a strong 6'2".
What about weight? What do you got for weight?
He's pretty big. He's a pretty oxy guy. He hits the gym. He's a little younger than me, so he can kind of take me out down there. But as far as pure hooper, he ain't a pure hooper, but he's an athlete that can get the job done. So he's a guy you want on your team for sure.
Okay. I like it. I like it. All right, finally, the 2 versus 15 to close out the West region and this entire bracket. 2 seed Furnace Picks versus the 15 Royal. And the notes I have here, Furnace Picks versus Royal Props. Can Furnace's models beat Ramble Now game knowledge from Royal's props? I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea. But I'm sure we're going to find out because this contest starts in 2 days, Matt.
Furnace is cool. Furnace is cool. Not going to lie. Love me some Furnace. But there it is. Do you guys want to see the full bracket again? For those of you guys who missed it, I'll put it up on the screen for a little bit. Again, $25,000 to be won. You guys probably can't see it, but screenshot it if you can. It'll be posted everywhere. Best of luck to everyone. Slop, besides yourself, you had to pick one person. Who do you think's taking it all?
It's a trick question. If I can't pick me, then do you know what I mean? Then like,
okay,
what are we
who
doing?
are you going to face off in the championship then?
I don't know. I mean, I could see Elf getting all the way through somehow. I mean, you can't arb, but like I said, that is a very, very crafty young man.
I agree. I think it'd be fun if we got to the championship and we could stream the game and doing some other stuff. ProphetX with a good text here. We'll be releasing the full bracket with the region breakdowns in a few moments as well. So make sure to check that out.
I'll be honest with you. When I first heard the idea, I'm always anti-capper contest, right? I just never want to get in. Now, all I want to do is win this thing.
Yeah, I agree. Unless I lose, then I didn't care.
Every single time someone comes up to me with a comment, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. But then, like, once I get in, I kind of start getting competitive. I kind of want to. I want to take this thing down. That would be fun, dude.
I agree. Unless I lose first round, then I did not care at all. I didn't think about my plays whatsoever.
Yeah.
But if I do get further, then I was definitely taking it seriously. So
yeah, smart. Exactly.
Just save that.
Do we have to pay taxes on this on these winnings? We're not supposed to ask that.
That's a good question. Probably not a question to ask, but I think at that point it wouldn't matter.
We're tax guys, dude. We all pay our taxes. We're all legit people.
I agree. Revenge game bets and where's Trent? Well, they couldn't decide who gets a free bye week, so we just left them out.
Yeah, he was in the play-in. He lost. Yeah. I mean, they haven't played in yet, but yeah, he lost. Maybe next season, if they do a play-in, he can get involved. All right, guys, I got to be honest with you. I got to get going. Again, sick, not feeling well. Still made it through. Not a warrior, just doing my job. You know what I mean? I was that excited to talk about the bracket. I'm going to go follow everybody in this contest, so it's going to take me a little while to do that because I got to find these people. But I'm kind of fired up to do that. Unless you got anything else, man, I think we should get out of here. I should get back into bed and just get myself better, nurse myself back to health.
I agree. Slop's got to rest up for this tournament. You know, he's got to get his body right. But I will say before we leave, if you cannot play college basketball player props, you can on ProphetX. So while you're here, I mean, if you don't like the money lines and whatever, if your team's losing, you can still cash out and play college basketball player props. Use code SLOP if you like the easy way out. It's closer on the keyboard. But if you like to, try for things and not just take handouts, use code CHUCKS. A little more work. You get some money back. We don't really even care. We just want liquidity on here.
Yeah.
We have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I'd go with promo code SLOP, but like I said, it's all deadly. We just want to get you on here. Again, we need more liquidity on this thing. The more, the better. And that's it. All right. So anyways, thanks for watching. We will be back tomorrow with some bangers. We're actually going to have bets tomorrow. Again, we wanted, like I said, give the tournament bracket its shine because it deserves it. The people at ProphetX did a great job at putting that together. I can't wait to see how it plays out. We'll see all you tomorrow. Thank you.
Yep, sounds good. I'll leave the bracket up for those who missed it on the way out. See you guys tomorrow.